Hey, welcome back. We are on 11.2, trying a different format, which is kind of nice. Hopefully this will be a little bit better than last time, using a little bit more of the screen. We are doing more formula work with area of a circle and sector. A lot of this is going to be looking at a formula, figuring out what to punch into the formula, and then using good algebra to figure out what the answer is, whether you're finding area or radius or wherever that might be. Let's see if this works a little bit better today. All right, so example one, well, this is the formula for area of a circle. Area equals pi r squared. And a lot of times they're just going to give you radius or diameter, and then you just punch it in and find your answer. Like the first one, since 5 is the radius, right? Find the area. You do area equals pi times r squared. Well, that's 5 squared, which is 25. So when you put in your exact answer, it's going to be 25 pi. Still have my finger as a writing utensil, so hopefully that pen will come in soon so I can write a little neater. But if you punch that into your calculator, it should be about 78 point. Oh, what just happened? There you go. 78 point. What is happening? Oh, I know what's happening. Okay. 78.540. And then I guess you'd kind of want to write units squared. All right. All right. Same thing for this one, but the radius is not 8. It's actually 4 because that's half the diameter. So that's what you're going to punch in. Well, all you really need to do to find that would be to square 4, right? And then you just have 16 pi. So that's radius squared. Punch in the calculator. It's 50.265. And if you want to write units squared, that's great because usually you'll have it. Ooh, this one has some units, so we can use that. But this one gives us the area instead of the radius. So we need to find the radius. So we just put it on the other side. 30 equals pi r squared. Well, first up, you're going to need to divide both sides by pi. 30 divided by pi. But if you're going to get rid of the square root, you got to square root it, right? So you got to square both sides. So it'd be the square root of 30 divided by pi, and you'll get your r. If you do punch that in a calculator, I got 30.090. I'm going to double check that because, oh my gosh, sometimes you punch in a calculator and it's not the same thing later. So good to double check. A lot of the answers I'm using the pi symbol for. Oh, wow, that is not the same thing. Okay, scratch that. Can I erase? Let's see. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that seemed a little off because, look, we're dividing by 30. Sorry, we're dividing by pi, and then we're taking the square root. There's no way it's 30 again. So it's good just to check your answers. Yeah, no, I just carried the 0 over 1 too many times. 3.090. Cool. And this one would be just inches because you found the radius, not the area. Sweet. Find the area of the shaded region. Uh-oh. No, we can do this. This is not too bad. Well, first we need to find the area of the box, and then we can just subtract the area of the circles and then find the shaded region, right? So if we wanted to find the area of the box, right, we know this whole thing is, well, 4 plus 4. So that would be 8. Well, now we need to find the long side. Well, this is 4. This is 4. This is 4. And this is 4, right? Because I'm just using the radius the whole way through. 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, that's 16. So 16 times 8, that's going to be our, that's going to be our rectangle. 8. Oh, come on. What's happening? There we go. 8 times 16. Oh my goodness. Yep. This is the good life. Here we go. 8 times 16 equals 128. And then we're going to subtract whatever the circles are added up. Well, one of the circles is going to be pi r squared, right? So that's going to be 16 pi. But we have two circles, so it's going to give me another 16 pi. So we're going to subtract 32 pi from 128, and then we get the shaded region. I got 27.469. And then you put inches squared. Cool. You'll run into a lot of these as we go into this unit. Use a different color. Orange. Well, same thing. I'm going to subtract the small circle from the big circle. That's what I'm going to do to find the shaded region. Well, the small circle is going to be 3 pi r squared, so it's be 3 squared times pi, and then you're going to subtract that from the big circle, 8 squared times pi. So that's going to be something as 64 pi minus 9 pi, which is going to be 55 pi, which then is about 172.788 meters squared. Yeah, a lot of this, hopefully you're noticing, is the same kind of stuff. We're punching in the numbers to our equation and then using kind of good algebra to help us find the answer. Oh yeah, same thing with this one. If you like to pause and try this out on your own, that would be a good idea, just to see if you get the hang of it, but I'm still going to do it. You have 4 circles, and they're all 2.5 with their radius times pi, because this whole thing should be 5. If they're all the same, that means that the halfway mark should be 5. So then you cut that in half, which would be 2.5, which is where I get the 2.5. Sweet. Punch that in, you get 25 pi. And that would be all. So the 4 comes from the 4 circles, right? So that's all the circles added up. That's the area of all of them. And then you're going to subtract it from the area of the box, which would be 100, right? 10 times 10. So 100 minus 25 pi, which is going to be 21.460 centimeters squared. Yeah, this one looks a little intimidating, but just break it down. It'll be fine. Okay, next one. Sector of a circle. Oh yeah, we're not just finding the whole circle. We're just finding a part of it. Sector of a circle is a portion of the area circle. In the online notes, I put a little bit extra in this category, but this might be a better definition. Portion of the area of the circle. I used more fancy terms, but yeah, we're just finding the shaded region, whatever that might be. And then this is the equation. Yeah, and it looks a little similar to what we did yesterday, except this part right here was C, but now it's going to be our area equation, pi r squared. And this gets you this part gets you the part of whatever you're finding. So it kind of makes sense. Okay, so let's do it. Let's go blue. Find the area of the sector of UTV. That's this stuff. All right. So the sector, measure the sector is 70. Put that over 360 times pi times the radius, which is 8 squared. And now you just use your calculator. You punch it all in your calculator. If you'd like me to show how to do the calculator, that's fine. But if no one tells me that I should show it on the calculator, then I'm not going to. But I'm willing to do that if you really need me to. Why does this do this? Okay, here we go. Try it again. I got 39.095 inches squared. Cool. Bada bing, bada boom. Find the area of each sector. So now you need to find not only the red, but the blue also. So it's two problems. One of them is going to be 120 divided by 360 times 14 squared times pi. Yeah, that's a multiply symbol. Do all that in your calculator. You get 205.251 feet squared, because we're still talking about area. I can't write a T, apparently. You could say sector. Maybe you don't. You know what? No, I think, no, that, I don't know. You could say a sector, and then of FE. It's probably the best way to label it. And then the other one is going to be area of the sector. Just trying to abbreviate for you. That would be FGE, right? The blue section. And that would be what's left, 240 over 360 times 14 squared times 5. Wow, that's really sloppy. But like I said, you can go online, find a more clean version. 410. Oh my goodness. There we go. It's like a strobe light effect if I wanted to hide something. I did the same thing. All right, we're going to scribble this time. 410 0.501 feet squared. Great. Yikes, that's pretty terrible handwriting, but gets the job done. All right. Using the area of circle formula, we're doing pretty much the same thing, but they give us the area this time, and then we got to go backwards to go find a missing component. Find the area of the circle. I wonder if I did something kind of funny. Area of circle. Oh, interesting. Well, yeah. That's all it is. So what we're doing is we're using the same formula. 35 equals 40 degrees over 360 degrees, right? Times, pi r squared. We know pi r squared is the area of a circle, so we just need to get rid of this stuff. And we just divide that by 35, and then we're done. Right? Because isn't this the area of a circle? Right? So once this is done, we're finito. We're finished here. So I got 315 meters squared equals pi r squared, which is the same thing as the area of the entire circle. So now we're done. We didn't have to do a whole ton of stuff. Right? We just need to divide it by the part. And that makes sense too, because look how small this is, and look at the area, 35. Well, boom, we just got a whole lot bigger. So that makes sense. Makes sense for our answer. Cool. Find the radius of the circle. All right, so what do we got? We got the area, so we're going to put that over here. Area of the part, sorry. 4.8 centimeters squared equals 88. That's the part of the sector. of the circle. Great. Boom. Times pi r squared. All right, so we're going to have to do a little bit more, but not too much more. Same thing, divide both sides by the fraction here, right? So this divided by 88 divided by 360. You get the I got 19.636 equals r squared times pi. You can reorder it if you really needed to. I like doing the r first, though. Now divide both sides by pi and take the square root, right? Because you need to get rid of this square at some point. Once you do all that, I got actually a nice even 2.5 centimeters. And just centimeters because you're finding radius, not the area. Cool. That's all I got. Next time we'll do more punching numbers in. A lot of the same stuff this week. All right. See ya.